In the labyrinth of human endeavor, where success crowns the fickle peaks of ambition, it is the unseen valleys of failure that often direct the boldest routes to the summit. We fixate on the glittering end products of triumphs, lauding innovators and trailblazers, yet we seldom celebrate the numerous defeats that furnish their wisdom. Indeed, failure as a word connotes a dismal end, but beneath this veil lies the most underrated engine of success. It is failure, not victory, that sculpts the rugged resilience required to innovate, overcome, and ultimately achieve. This essay attempts to reframe failure, not as the antithesis of success, but as its secret architect. Throughout history, the sands of time have seen empires rise and fall, each learning from the ashes of its predecessors. Leaders, explorers, and visionaries labeled as failures in their times have posthumously been acknowledged as pioneers. Take, for instance, Christopher Columbus, who stumbled upon the Americas on his quest for India, marking a colossal mistake that reshaped the world map. Historical accounts often gloss over the myriad attempts and relentless pursuits these figures endured before reaching their monumental breakthroughs. It is a relentless pursuit, peppered with failures, that crafts the lessons needed to achieve eventual success. Digging deeper into historical narratives, we uncover that failure acted not merely as a stumble, but as a stepping stone that propelled individuals to reevaluate and refine their approaches. Cultural perspectives on failure vary drastically across the globe. In Silicon Valley, a badge of failure is almost a rite of passage for the burgeoning entrepreneur. Contrast this with more conservative societies where failure is seen as a stigma, something to be avoided rather than learned from. Such disparities in viewpoint significantly influence how individuals and collectives approach challenges and innovation. Understanding the full spectrum of cultural attitudes can illuminate why some societies are more innovative and others more risk-averse. Examining this cultural fabric reveals a broader truth. The perception of failure is a societal mirror, reflecting deeper values and priorities. Psychological studies have continued to unwind the complex relationship between failure and subsequent growth. Dr. Carol Dweck's theory of growth mindset elucidates that embracing challenges and failures is essential for learning and development. When individuals perceive failure as an opportunity to grow, they are more likely to re-engage with their tasks with increased vigor and insight. This section delves into key psychological principles that advocate for the transformative power of embracing failures. Through personal vignettes and case studies, we further ascertain the empirical backing for the claim that failure is indeed a potent tutor. From Oprah Winfrey's early career setbacks in television to Steve Jobs' ousting from Apple, personal setbacks precede many spectacular careers. Their stories are not merely tales of redemption but powerful testaments to the potential that lies in redefining failure. These narratives offer not just inspiration but tangible proof that the path to extraordinary accomplishments is often paved with obstacles and setbacks. Each story also exemplifies the individual's journey to reinterpret their failures as foundations for their later success. Innovation, by its very nature, involves venturing into the untested, welcoming the risk of failure to potentially achieve breakthroughs. This part explores how companies like SpaceX and individuals like Thomas Edison treated failures as crucial learning moments in their quest for revolutionary discoveries. Understanding that every failed attempt is a step closer to success is pivotal in fields that thrive on innovation. Here, we dissect how various innovative efforts were preceded by what many would consider failures. The narrative within this section is interspersed with quotes from innovators, highlighting their mindset about failures and their relentless pursuit of success. Resilience, the capacity to recover quickly from difficulties, is arguably one of the most beneficial byproducts of experiencing and overcoming failure. This section explores how repeated encounters with failure fortify personal resilience, enriching a person's character and enhancing their ability to confront future challenges more adeptly. Personal anecdotes and psychological research converge to paint a robust picture of how failures, when approached positively, can cultivate an almost impenetrable resilience, priming individuals for future successes. This analysis not only supports the essential role of failure in personal growth, but implores readers to reassess their own interactions with failure. Education systems around the world often emphasize success, sometimes to the detriment of learning. This part critiques the prevalent models of education that stigmatize failure and explores progressive pedagogical approaches that celebrate failure as a vital learning tool. By integrating narratives from educators who advocate for a more failure-inclusive curriculum, this section presents a compelling case for reforming educational paradigms to foster better learning environments. These insights challenge the traditional metrics of educational success and propose a more holistic, inclusive approach to learning and development. In the corporate realm, the stakes of failure can seem monumentally high, yet there are progressive companies that have institutionalized failing fast as a strategy for quicker learning and adaptation. This part investigates how such policies not only destigmatize failure, but also capitalize on its inevitability for faster innovation and adaptation. We look into case studies from firms that have embraced failure as part of their culture and discuss the outcomes of such practices. From radical openness to failure to structured post-mortem analyses, we uncover the strategic value of building a culture that not just tolerates but encourages productive failures. Case study prominent failures that led to success. Thomas Edison's numerous attempts to invent the light bulb and J.K. Rowling's initial rejections of the Harry Potter manuscript embody the spirit that failures are not the opposite of success, but a part of it. This case study delves deep into several such narratives where failure did not deter, but rather fueled greater endeavors. Through detailed chronicles of their experiences, this part illustrates how enduring rejections, setbacks, and missteps are integral to the narrative of success. These stories elucidate the persistence and resilience required to turn apparent failures into historical triumphs. Drawing lessons from these iconic stories, we foster a deeper understanding and appreciation of the failures behind the successes. Reevaluating success. What really counts? Is it the final achievement or the journey, marked by numerous setbacks, that truly defines success? This philosophical inquiry challenges the conventional metrics of success and probes the underlying values that should guide our recognitions of achievements. Here, we contemplate the qualitative aspects of success that extend beyond mere quantifiable outcomes. By reevaluating what we consider to be successful, this section encourages a shift towards a more inclusive and realistic appreciation of human efforts. Through philosophical musings and narrative examples, we redefine what it truly means to succeed in the modern world. Strategies for embracing failure. Knowing the value of failure is one thing, but integrating this understanding into daily life and strategies is another. This part offers practical steps and strategies to incorporate a positive outlook towards failure into personal and professional life. Drawing from psychological research, leadership studies, and personal growth theories, this section provides a toolkit for dealing with setbacks constructively. Whether it's setting learning goals instead of just performance goals or fostering environments that encourage risk-taking safely, this part is a roadmap to making peace with and ultimately benefiting from our failures. We explore a variety of approaches that help embed the ethos of failing forward into everyday practices. Conclusion: the new paradigm of failure as a stepping stone. As we conclude this exploration into the paradoxical nature of failure as a precursor to success, it becomes evident that our greatest setbacks could be our most empowering moments. The shift in perspective proposed in this body of work is not merely theoretical, but foundational to fostering resilience, innovation, and genuine success in an unpredictable world. In embracing failure as an inherent part of our journey, we not only humanize our own narratives, but also contribute to a culture that values growth and learning over mere victory. This concluding part synthesizes the discussed concepts, proposing a new paradigm where failures are not feared but harnessed as stepping stones to greater heights. This essay has journeyed through historical insights, contemporary examples, psychological theories, and personal stories to build a compelling case for the necessity and virtues of failure. By reframing how we perceive, react to, and utilize our failures, we transform them from stumbling blocks to launch pads of success.